What's happening? I'll open up. We're going to conduct a walkthrough today. Just feel it's the best interest for our team right now. I just want to make sure these guys are fresh for Sunday and be at their best physical ability come Sunday. Ready when you guys are.
Shane, when you do that, do you talk to players about it? I mean, do you get feedback, or is this how you feel the team is physically?
It's a little bit of both. You know, we're 8 weeks into this thing. You know, we went 4 weeks straight. You know, padded practices on Wednesday. Just felt that want these guys to be at their physical shape, best shape come Sunday.
Are you guys wearing down, Shane? I mean, is whether it's lack of depth or whatever, can you tell that you guys are just hitting walls?
I think just with anything, the NFL season's long. You know what I mean? So giving these guys an opportunity to have a mental day instead of a full padded practice day. I know we did that early in the season, after the overtime game. So felt that it was the right time to do it right now.
Was there anything you and Chris discussed yesterday trade-wise, or did they?
Yeah, we discussed things, but I'll keep that between us. Yep.
What do you think of Bryce Young in the draft process?
Got a ton of respect for Bryce. Very bright, intelligent football player. He gets the ball out of his hands really quick. The way he's able to process information when we met with him was impressive. He's doing some good things right now, and I think he's going to have a heck of a career.
Shane, not looking back at Sunday at all, but with JT, he's had 4 weeks now. Do you see him being sort of where he needs to be? You sort of eased him in. Is he kind of?
He's getting there. He's almost there for sure. I mean, 4 weeks in, like I said, he hadn't played a lot of football. Obviously now 4 weeks in, but you can see he's progressing every week. And I think it's great that we have two really good backs in Zach and JT. So it's a good 1-2 punch back there. But yeah, JT's doing a really good job right now.
If you didn't have Zach, I mean, JT could be the guy and get 20 carries and not even.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Juju practice this week?
He will not.
Shane, you mentioned how it is a long season. You guys have been close these past few weeks. Is that something that you're kind of sending to these guys here, that you're right there? I mean, it's still a long season ahead?
Yeah, no question. I think in the NFL season, when you get into November and December, you got to be at your best, to try to make a run at this thing. And it is a long season, and we got to keep fighting and scratching and clawing, you know what I mean? And as long as we keep, progressing the right way and find ways to finish these close games, I think it hits sometimes. Like I said, I think I said it on Monday. I've been a part of teams that started off 2-5, 0-4, 0-5, and you make a run there at the end. But you got to keep getting stronger as the season continues.
Braden Smith practice this week?
We'll see.
Shane, I know you didn't spend a ton of time with Frank, and it was a while ago, but what did you learn from him as you were kind of a younger coach?
Yeah, I got a ton of respect for Frank. Very intelligent football coach, understands the game, but even a better human being. The 2 years I was with him out there in San Diego, just the wisdom he brought, being a former player, his leadership abilities, got a ton of respect for him and look forward to seeing him on Sunday.
Shane, there was a play in the end of the first half where JT kind of came up like gimpy or limping, just to clarify, he's not hurt at all, right?
He's good. Yeah.
When you face somebody like Frank, who you have a past experience with, is it sort of like a division game where kind of everybody knows everybody, and it's going to be more about execution than maybe anything else?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. I think a lot of these games are about execution. You know what I mean? You cross over paths with a lot of guys in this league, but it comes down to the details and fundamentals and the execution and making a big play in big time moments. To create momentum for your football team.
Are guys competing to start a quarterback opposite Kenny and whoever else, basically Baker or Brown?
Yeah, like I said on Monday, we'll evaluate all that stuff, and we're going to put the best guy out there that we feel that gives us the best chance to win.
Right now?
If I tell you, I'm telling the other team.
How difficult has that been, just on a weekly basis? Kind of, you have had to kind of scramble there. I know that's the league, but just how tough has that been?
We have a lot of faith in all our guys. You know what I mean? It's in this league, it's next man up mentality. And like I said, whoever gives us the best chance to win is going to go out there that we feel gives us the best chance.
Shane, Gus talked about how Nick Cross is kind of like cross-trained different positions. How have you seen him kind of gravitate towards that in the second?
He's done a really good job, cross-training positions, and then he's done a really good job for us on special teams. He's done a heck of a job there, but he's continuing to progress throughout the season and like where he's at.
With players like that, is it important to get them game reps for development's sake, or is it enough to just sort of do it in practice?
Yeah, I think with anything, you know what I mean? Like I said, we feel whoever we think is the best out there to go give us a chance to win, we do it. But as long as these guys are progressing and we feel that he gives us the best chance, he'll be out there.
Shane, it seems like Drew Ogletree's taken on a little bit of a bigger role lately. What has he done to kind of earn your guys' trust?
Just the way he practices and prepares every week. He's got good strength, good power. He's good in the pass game, and he gives us that 1-2 punch because he's a good blocker as well. So obviously his role's increased, and we like where he's at.
Has he grown as a blocker? Like, from
Yeah.
the time
Yeah, no, he's tough. He's physical. I mean, you saw it in training camp. Obviously, he's coming off that injury, but, you know, I heard when I got here, you know, the explosiveness that he had before the injury, but you can see it. He can continue to progress, and, I mean, that play he made on the scramble play in the end zone to wheel around and Gardner, you know, making a great throw there, that was a big-time play.
Shane, what was when you did evaluation, what did you see of Zach Moss, and has he been more than what you saw?
Yeah, he's really crafty. Just the way he runs, he's very patient, and the way he sees it and hits the holes. I mean, he's created some explosive runs for us, which has been really good to see. But the balance he brings inside the tackles and to find those little holes and those creases have been really good, and he's continued to do really well for us.
How have you seen Josh Downs kind of take on the mental load of a long NFL season?
Yeah, no, it's been impressive for a young player. Obviously, we're halfway through the year. We got a lot of football left, but the way he prepares every week, I know I've talked about it before, but just even the off days, being in here, watching film, you know, getting treatment on his own, catching, you know, footballs on the jugs machine, it's impressive. And I think when you do that, you know, throughout your career, that's how you get better and that's how you climb.
Does he ever make a play like the sideline catch that he had? Is that one of those ones where like you teach it that way, but I mean just seeing it in real time, what is it like to see him kind of make a play that few probably can make?
Yeah, no, it's a big time play. You know, Reggie does a great job with those guys. You know, we have a catch, you know, circuit meeting that we go through, and he shows catches around the league, and he coaches that out pretty good. But to be able to do it on Sundays is impressive, and it takes a lot of concentration to get both feet down. And it was a heck of a catch by him.
He looks like he looks like a guy that can beat man or zone once you kind of know what's out there. Because how valuable is that to have a slot receiver who can do that?
It's huge. A guy that can beat, you know, man coverage and zone coverage and find those dead spots, you know, are huge. And he's doing a heck of a job of it right now. And, you know, continue to find ways to get him and Pitt and Alec the ball, and obviously the backs as well.
Does he kind of like force the issue almost of finding different ways to line him up and get him the ball in a way that maybe a rookie otherwise wouldn't? Yeah, I think with any of those things, you know, you don't always want to be stagnant and line them up in the same spots. You know, if you're doing something really well, you want to be able to dress it up and put guys in different spots. You know, maybe they run something really well, but how do we do it a different way so it doesn't always look the same?
When a play like that happens and it gets reviewed, in your experience, how truthful are your players when you're asking, like, hey, did you get your feet in? Or
they're pretty truthful. They're pretty truthful. That one was close, and I remember when they threw the flag, it was kind of like, you catch it? It was like, I think so. And I'm like, all right. But obviously it stood as a catch, so.
Kyler Granson, is he going to practice?
He's still in the protocol, but he's progressing really well, yeah. All right, thanks, guys.